So these hives were the ones that I had just the pillow and the lumber wrap. And what I wanted to do is just pop in real quick and say, checking for food reserves, checking for health, you know, if they're overtly maybe queenless or something like that, and give them a little extra pollen. So these are the lids I made last year. They're just a little piece of ply with some rails, and then I used the vapor barrier plastic for the inner cover. And I'm looking down in just to see on the edges. I can see a frame of honey on the outside there. Just going to take a little bit of this fur comb off. You don't usually take quite this much time per hive, but I'm not in a rush. So this round I'm just going to take a little bit of more time because it's actually not that busy right now. I can take a little bit more time. It's early in the season, we're not doing too much. We're feeding a little bit of bees. So I'd rather just kind of tidy it up right now. Get a little bit cleaner when we get into the busy time. Okay, so I'm looking down and I'm seeing tons of honey, tons of honey, tons of honey. We're just going to give them a little bit of pollen. Throw the pollen right there. Actually, it's a little bit bigger colony. Maybe I'll give them a full pound and a half. So that's a full box of bees. And we're looking at the full box of bees, probably 2 frames of brood, 20th of March. So 20 days from now, 10th of April, this will be 4.5 frames of brood, 10 days, 10, 12 days from now. So yeah, really happy with that colony. This is kind of cool. I wanted to spend this time to show you. I got 2 colonies on the end here. Both of these wintered with screened bottom boards. The Roanator screened bottom board. And I'm not a big screened bottom board guy, particularly. I'm not anti-screened bottom board, but I have probably 10 or 12, and I use them periodically. I actually didn't even remember I failed to switch these out at some point. So just want to see, because we've seen a lot of hives this year, but I haven't seen many screened bottom boardies. And let's see, I'm curious to see how they wintered. Okay, half box of these, really good stores. Nice cluster. They're not super uppity. I marked this, I must have liked it at some point. Lots of bees. It's actually just a really nice looking colony. So, screen bottom board. This was screen bottom board with no top entrance. For all you debaters out there, you know, I transitioned to almost all no top entrances last year, or no, 2 years ago when I started making these new lids, kind of palletized lids. A lot of these, you see there's actually an entrance up top, but if I'm using plastic and it has no cut, then there's no top entrance. And also, a lot of them, the bees propolize this entrance, and they decide that they're not a fan of it in the fall, and so I just leave it closed up. Here's another screen bottom board. Hive looks good. So, all you worried about moisture, I mean, we got snow melting all over the place. It's been fairly wet in the fields. There's lots of moisture, and not a drop on this vapor barrier plastic. Not a drop. For the record, you will have some hives that do have moisture. Oftentimes that moisture is not the end of the world. These guys are more active, they're bigger. Let's see their food. They got some food in here or what? When it's cold like this, they don't really listen to smoke as much. Just don't want to squish these bees. There's so many of them. Come on, go down. So actually with the no top entrance, you end up creating a lock, a heat lock. When the heat rises, it's just they want to make heat, it's easy for them to do it. They don't have moisture issues. They actually use some of moisture when they're raising the brood. They want to keep a certain moisture in the brood nest. Alright, that's good enough. Give them a pound of pollen. I see some honey though. Where's my honey? Wow. Nothing. Okay, so this is interesting. Anecdotal. But it's a colony. Very light on honey. And screen bottom board. Oh, okay, I'm lying. There's actually quite a bit of honey on the other side. Okay, no panic. Here I was thinking that we could make some kind of conspiratorial correlation, but turns out it's just a regular looking healthy hive. Close it up. There you go. 2 screen bottom boards, one with top entrance. This one had top entrance, that one didn't. And in the end, they're just kind of regular hives.